A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant diplomatic development, high-stakes talks between senior delegations from Ukraine and the United States commenced in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, on Tuesday. This crucial dialogue aims to explore potential pathways to end Kyiv's prolonged three-year conflict with Russia. The discussions come on the heels of a dramatic escalation in hostilities, with Russian air defenses reportedly intercepting over 300 Ukrainian drones in a single night, marking one of the most extensive drone attacks since the onset of the full-scale invasion. The fallout from this attack resulted in 2 fatalities and 18 injuries, including 3 children, although officials indicated that no large-scale damage was reported. As the talks unfolded in a luxury hotel, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio was seen smiling for the cameras, while Ukrainian officials maintained a stoic demeanor, reflecting the gravity of the situation. Saudi Arabia's foreign minister was also present, underscoring the kingdom's role as a mediator in these critical negotiations. The discussions are particularly significant following a recent diplomatic rift during Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's visit to the White House in late February, which has prompted a renewed urgency for dialogue. Ukrainian officials have indicated that they plan to propose a ceasefire covering the Black Sea, aiming to enhance safety for shipping and address the ongoing missile strikes that have impacted civilians in Ukraine. Additionally, discussions may include the release of prisoners. However, the Kremlin has yet to publicly entertain any concessions, insisting that Ukraine must abandon its aspirations to join NATO and recognize the territories occupied by Moscow as Russian. Russian forces have maintained a strategic advantage on the battlefield for over a year, particularly in the eastern Donetsk region. The drone attacks over the previous night were concentrated primarily in the Kursk region, where 126 drones were intercepted, and the Moscow region, where 91 drones were downed. Mayor Sergei Sobyanin of Moscow reported that over 70 drones targeted the capital, constituting the largest single assault on Moscow since the conflict began. Damage was reported to several residential buildings, although officials characterized it as minor. This surge in drone warfare has led to temporary flight restrictions at major Moscow airports and a brief halt in train traffic through the Domodedovo railway station. In the backdrop of these military developments, Secretary Rubio and his delegation, which includes National Security Advisor Mike Waltz, are also preparing to discuss a potential agreement regarding access to Ukraine's rare earth minerals, a deal that holds significant strategic value for the U.S. In a statement to reporters, Rubio emphasized that the U.S. delegation would not impose conditions on Ukraine but rather seek to understand their position and willingness to negotiate. "We want to listen to see how far they're willing to go, and then compare that to what the Russians want and see how far apart we truly are," he stated. This approach indicates a willingness to engage in a more collaborative dialogue, potentially paving the way for future agreements. As the world watches these talks unfold, the stakes remain high, with both sides navigating a complex web of military, political, and humanitarian concerns. The outcome of these discussions could have far-reaching implications not only for Ukraine and Russia but also for global geopolitical stability. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.